So on this example, again, what we have is we have a problem that's broken up into tangent 105 degrees. We know that angle's not on the unit circle. So to find the exact value, we need to go ahead and look at using our sum formula. So to evaluate for tangent, we have the tangent of u plus tangent of e. This is the formula that will be given to you that you do not need to memorize, but you need to know how to apply. So first of all, we need to be able to apply for tangent of 60 and tangent of 45 degrees. So Haley, what's really important when you're going over this problem is that you can evaluate, just like you guys did for your homework quiz today, for 60 degrees and 45 degrees. So I'm going to kind of make this pretty quick, because at this point in time, we should be able to quickly evaluate for 60 and 45 degrees. We know that 60 degrees on the unit circle has the point comma 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. And at 45 degrees, we have the point square root of 2 over 2 comma square root of 2 over 2. Correct? Well, the tangent of 45 degrees, I'm not going to write it out because that's obviously the same. So the tangent of 45 degrees is 1. The tangent of 60 degrees, this is a little bit more difficult. Remember, it's the y coordinate over the x coordinate. So that's going to be the square root of 3 over 2 divided by 1/2. Well, what's nice about this is our 2's just divide out, and we have the square root of 3. OK? So now what we do is we're just going to plug in our solutions. Now, I'm going to show you this next step. You guys do not have to do this. But as you guys are getting used to doing these types of problems, I recommend doing it. Label your two angles, u and v. Then plug in your angles u and v into your equation. So therefore, I'd have tangent of 60 degrees plus the tangent of 45 degrees divided by 1 plus the tangent of 60 degrees times the tangent of 45 degrees. All right? This is just very helpful to remind yourself, oh, yeah, that's what I need to do. Yes? It is minus. Thank you. And you obviously want to make sure you rewrite the formula correctly. So now the next thing that we look at is, all right, so now I can evaluate. Well, we go back to our unit circle and say, do we know the values of tangent of 60? Yes, the tangent of 60 we rewrote as square root of 3 based on its coordinate on the unit circle, or where it crosses the on the unit circle. And we know tangent of 45, which is 1. So now we just plug in those values. Tangent of 60 is square root of 3 plus 1 divided by 1 minus the square root of 3 times 1. And we obviously know square root of 3 times 1, guys. We can just erase that, right? So now to finalize the problem is we need to get the radical off the denominator. So we're going to multiply by the conjugate. Now remember, this produces a difference of two squares in your denominator. So when I go and write my final answer, I know this binomial times that binomial is 1 squared, right, minus the square root of 3 squared, right, which is really just going to be 1 minus 3, which is negative 2. I'll write that down below. If I was going to multiply these out, let's actually multiply this out so you have it. I'll just kind of do this in my head here. So here I have the square root of 3 plus square root of 3. So square root of 3 times square root of 3, which is going to be plus 3, plus 1, plus the square root of 3. So when I go ahead and simplify this, that becomes 4. So I have 4 plus 2 square root of 3 divided by negative 2. Now I can divide that negative 2 into both of those values. So my final answer is going to be a negative 2 minus the square root of 3. So I divided that negative 2 into both those values. OK? Cool? Okay. Yes?